Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be installing this Badlands ZXR 12,000 pound winch. So I just picked up this trailer a couple months ago, and I have a bunch of cars I need to haul that don't run. So we're going to be trying to install this. I'm not quite sure how it's going to go, but we're going to mock it up. We're going to unbox this, see everything it came with, and hopefully we'll get it to work good. Okay. Alright. This bad boy's pretty heavy. So here it has the wiring guide, user manual. We got our hardware, small strap, wires, our hook, more wires. We got a single zip tie. All right, here we have the winch itself. This is, I'm guessing, the control box. This is our guide. I think we're going to be mounting it right here. I think this is a special plate made for winches. I'm not sure if this is enough space for the cable to go through. And for the battery, I'm thinking this is usually just where I keep my straps, but we'll probably have the battery in there and either custom holes or something to wire them out. So currently I'm not quite sure if this is exactly how I want it. I'm just kind of setting everything up. So I think what I will do is I will have to drill holes on the sides here so I can mount this in here, which actually fits perfectly. Hey guys, welcome back. It is about 2 days later now. I have it all set up. I didn't completely 100% finish getting on film, but I'll show you guys exactly how I managed to get it set up. And yeah, I've actually already used it one time. I used it literally the next day after I got the setup, and it worked great. And I actually have another car that I'm about to load up, so I'll show you guys how I got this set up and we'll test it out. So I'm sorry if there's any wind noise. It's kind of windy outside today, but thankfully this was super easy to do. My trailer came with this special cutout, as you guys saw, for the winch to go through and the base plate for the winch. So that was very easy for me. If you guys have a similar trailer setup, that's awesome. If not, as long as you guys have a base or whatever this front part is called like this, I feel like it'd be somewhat easy if you guys have any manufacturing skills to weld on a base plate and cut out a hole and have it be exactly like this. Otherwise, there's plenty of other ways people do it. People make mounts that weld on right here, and they just have it like this, and you wouldn't have this, you would just have the winch pretty much. But yeah, so that was pretty simple. I just followed the instructions. I know there's some videos saying that you have to swap the 2 red wires. In my case, I don't know if it's something they updated, but follow the instructions. Everything works perfectly fine. You just hook up these wires to here, pretty much where they tell you to. And thankfully, I have this box in here where I used to keep my straps, but it actually has a hole on the bottom for either draining wire or maybe even for this purpose. So I ended up running my 2 main wires, which would be this black one that connects right here to the bottom, and it runs into my box along with this red one. And I have the controller. I just keep it in here like this. And yeah, the red wire comes out. It goes to this battery cutoff switch, and then it continues to your positive terminal, and the black wire goes to my negative terminal. So let me show you guys how it works. So pretty much you just pop open this cap, pretty simple. Controller, you just line up the white lines, plugs in, go ahead and switch this on, and it is pretty much armed and ready to go. So if you need to pull this out, using the winch itself is pretty easy. You just churn this all the way. Let me just go ahead and show you guys. So that's basically for free spool, and you see it'll, it's metal piece is stuck in there. I probably need 2 hands to pull it out, but you guys get the point. It'll pull out freely. Otherwise, if you go ahead and switch it to engage, you have 2 buttons. You have out in, pretty self-explanatory. Out, it'll just push the cable out, and in, it'll pull it back in. So yeah, there you go. Now that you guys see how we did it. Oh yeah, for mounting it, I should probably mention real quick, I don't know if you guys saw, we just got some duct tape and created a little template, drilled our holes, and it's pretty easy, just bolts right up in. Let me show you guys from the bottom. Just like that. So pretty simple. So here I have these 2 cars. This Prius has a bad motor, so this is what we're going to be loading up. I just have my Milwaukee compressor here. We are going to air up these tires to make sure they roll. Alright guys, there you go. That was one car done. Honestly, not much to say about it. It did great. Pulled it right up. Yeah, honestly, I'd say it pulls pretty smooth. Has really good power. It just takes a bit of time for it to build tension. That's probably not the best for the truck brakes and everything. It kind of cinches the trailer down and then it starts pulling. But once it gets going, it pulls it up pretty easy. So yeah, I wish there was something heavier I could try this on, but I'm sure it would handle just fine with it being a 12,000 pound winch. But yeah, for now, just for this pretty basic demonstration with a pretty basic car, it did great. All right guys, welcome back again. So I wasn't able to get a video of the second car I loaded up because we ended up having a storm pickup. Like, it was really, really windy. So I just quickly had that car loaded up and I took it back to the shop. But yeah, let me give you guys my final thoughts on the winch. So overall, I think it's a great winch. Personally, I wouldn't buy it unless it's on sale. I got it on sale for, it was $2.99 at Harbor Freight. Typically, I think they're $3.50. So don't buy it at full price. They have sales all the time. Just wait till a sale comes along, unless you're really in a pinch. So let me talk about what I do like and what I dislike. A minor thing that I don't like is the controller. I wish it was wireless, but that's not that big of a deal. I think it's like 40 bucks for a wireless kit to have a wireless controller. And now the one biggest issue I don't like is the spool. So whenever you're pulling the wire back in, it doesn't really go on evenly, and it tends to, especially if you're not pulling entirely straight, it'll all bunch up on one side. That's why you guys probably saw me kind of pushing on it when I was loading up the one car to try to get it more center. Otherwise it gets way too high up and then it starts hitting up here. So I wish there was a way it would go on smoothly and evenly, but I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix that. And then the biggest thing I don't like about this winch is whenever you put it to free spool, since it's all winded up, the wire is kind of under tension. When you put it to free spool, it starts to unravel itself and it loosens up and it all gets knotted up, and then you can't pull the wire out. It's really annoying. And same when you're putting it in, you have to really keep tight tension on it, or else, and you have to really make sre this gets cinched in there when you pull it tight. Otherwise it all unravels, and I had to pull the entire wire out and re-spool it. It's just annoying. So I don't know if there's anything to fix that. I know they sell rope instead of wire, which I'm sure would probably be a little bit better for that, so it just doesn't unspool. But otherwise, I think this is an amazing winch, especially for the price. Yeah, I would recommend it. You guys stayed all the way till the end. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this is a pretty good product. I would recommend it, especially if you get it on sale. I think it works great. There is some upgrades you could probably do to make it better, like getting a wireless remote setup and maybe upgrading from wire to rope so that it doesn't unspool. And yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I can see you guys in the next one.